These presentations today took in a lot of different vendors, a lot of different thoughts and processes, because at the end of the day, that's what BIM is. BIM is a process. You know, I work for Autodesk, I sell you guys solutions and software, but at the end of the day, it's about the trust and it's about the process, right? Mike just talked about an IPD product that Autodesk, our AEC headquarters in Waltham, we hadn't done IPD before, but we actually used our software to do our building, and IPD related, had the government involved, you know, and really monitoring and, you know, what we were doing. And the results were, it worked really well, but we also learned a lot, and we put a lot of it back into the products and the software. Now what Autodesk is doing with that building is we're being asked a lot of facilities management. So we're piloting our software for facilities management on our own building. But, you know, I was up here last year and gave a speech, you know, about what we're doing and our commitment. But let me roll a little video from one of my senior vice presidents at Autodesk, who's really going to talk about AMCA and how important it is to Autodesk. Can you roll the video, please?
And I'm the Vice President of the Building and Strategic Technology Group here at Autodesk.
Now,
my team is responsible for the design, development, and delivery.
So I had two videos. One didn't work this morning. It was a prefabricated hotel I was going to show. It was the QuickTime one that you guys had on the drive this morning that we tested. Anyway, are you close? It doesn't work? Just try it with QuickTime, because that's what we tested this morning. Keep working on it. So we'll get to this video in a minute, I hope, because it was a really important part. So let me go back to the slides then, and hopefully the video will work at the end. Can you go back to my slides while you test it? And I have it on a memory stick. It's the one that worked this morning. So, okay, so while they're working on this video, you know, from one of my senior vice presidents on how important AMCA is to Autodesk and what we're doing, let me talk about what else is going on. So, Mark, I may take 12 minutes instead of 10 trying to get the video working. So, you know, BIM-MEPAUS. So, TSI, CarolCAD, Autodesk, and AMCA, we started probably 18, 19 months ago in a room talking about the trends, what's required, and making sure the foundation and the investment you guys were putting in these solutions, you know, you're getting your ROI back, right? So what you saw today is a accumulation of a lot of work, and we're going to do a lot more work. The other thing that I've been really focused on with AMCA and other organizations is bringing BIM and IPD to the forefront, because it's about a process and trust, right? People went from 2D to 3D. 3D is a process. BIM is a journey, though, because you have to share data, you have to collaborate. IPD, like I think as Paul said very well, you have to trust the people you're doing. So Autodesk has been, you know, in our market, we've been very proactive working with the Built Environment Meets Parliament, okay? The Built Environment Meets Parliament, RAAI, you know, AMCA, I've had Mark speak at my sessions, really about bringing BIM to a standardization. What that means is, if you look around the world, the UK mandates BIM, America mandates BIM, right? Singapore mandates BIM. They set a common denominator that everybody's working to and bringing it up. So in America, because BIM has been mandated, it's software agnostic, you know, it's a process in the deliverables. You know, then in America, state of California, for example, just mandated BIM for infrastructure and BIM for building, and they chose Autodesk, right? So again, it's about setting standards. You know, and then finally, one of the things we're really working on, I think Mike showed, you know, is fewer shipments of components on off-site fabrication. I have one slide at the end that I'm really going to talk about fab and prefab and what we're doing to really drive these solutions. So can you roll that, please? Thank you. Sorry about that, folks.
Hello. My name is Jim Lynch, and I'm the Vice President of the Building and Strategic Technology Group here at Autodesk. My team is responsible for the design, development, and delivery of Autodesk BIM solutions worldwide. As an industry-leading provider of BIM solutions, Autodesk is pleased to support AMCA's BIM initiative and the BIM-MEP Forum. As we all know, BIM is changing the way the industry designs and constructs. We firmly believe that a BIM workflow from design through to fabrication and construction, and ultimately through operations and maintenance, results in increased coordination, improved schedule predictability, and ultimately reduced costs. Autodesk views Australia as a thought leader in MEP, and the progress led by AMCA further strengthens the MEP leadership in the market. We're committed to being a strong partner to the AMCA and helping to drive the initiative to success. Our Autodesk team on the ground, led by Rob Malkin, will continue to be actively involved in this important initiative. Autodesk, along with our partners CarolCAD and TSI, stand ready to help the industry transition to BIM. We're partnering with some of the world's best solutions providers, such as MAP, the makers of CAD-Duct, Fab MEP, and of course CAM-Duct, to deliver integrated workflows that create seamless connections between design, fabrication, and installation. I wish you a successful BIM MEP forum, and I look forward to meeting with many of you during my upcoming visit to Australia in September. Thank you.
So I think that, really strengthens the message that I've been delivering back to Autodesk and Autodesk back to this forum and you guys as our customers, part of the AMCA. We're here to help drive it. We're going to continue to invest our time, our resources. CarolCAD, TSI, and myself are going to continue to help work the trends, do the workshops, get the requirements, and continue to drive the formation of this, what I would say is a global leading industry. Another key thing that Autodesk and our partners are really working on is not just about what BIM is and standards, it's also about education in the universities. Because as more and more people are coming out of these universities, we want to make sure they're trained. So we're working with our education manager, Brenton White, down in Australia here, to really get the education and the curriculum into the universities. And you guys will see that benefit when you're out there, hiring people. The other thing is we're working on, a lot of things today, BIM. To me, BIM is the eye. It's the information that's built into the model. How you use it in the process is really up to you guys. But, we talk about it as an integrated process at Autodesk. You can see here, I have Revits, for the short, which would be Revit MEP and RST and, architecture. But you know what? We have a lot of companies that don't. We have a lot of companies that use best-of-breed software as well. We integrate with best-of-breed. We integrate with Tekla, right? We integrate with other softwares because not everything we do is perfect. And if we're not good at it, we'll actually partner and make it happen. So we talk about this. We have something called Vault Server, manage data internally. We also have what we call, the federated model of, again, Navisworks. And we have our own project management, software that rolls with our products and has an internal and external collaboration called the AEC Vault Collaboration that customers around the world are using, as an internal and external collaboration. So really, we consider, again, connecting the model to the rest of the project. Strengthening your ties, sitting down face to face, and trust the people you're working with. And then we'll continue to collaborate. So one of the things we're really looking at is expanding the value of BIM, right? So our focus to date at Autodesk has been on the design, the far left. Through AMCA and really getting Autodesk to move and working with some other customers, we now are working on facilities management, and we're doing a lot of prefab work that you guys will see, coming up later this year if you're at Autodesk University. And I think Jim Lynch, who's coming down, as you heard in the video, on early September, Autodesk is sponsoring a very large BIM conference in Sydney, I think the second week. And Jim's going to be talking about AMCA in that seminar as well, talking about the support we're leading for Australia and New Zealand. But again, we're working on this prefab, going from fab to construction. So I hope you guys take away from today that Autodesk in your investment has been a wise one. We're going to continue with TSI and Autodesk and CarolCAD. We're going to continue to drive what you guys started, what you asked for, and the partnership with AMCA is going to continue for years on forward with Autodesk. Thanks, Mark.